Oregon beat Utah in blowout fashion. The Utah Utes and the Pig Farmer, they couldn't get anything going offensively. And Oregon was a 6-point favorite in this game. And it really surprised me because they really should have been a double-digit favorite in this game. Oregon is one of the best teams in college football. I think that Oregon right now is the best team in the Pac-12, better than Washington. Although Washington has the head-to-head win over them, Oregon kind of shot themselves in the foot in that loss to Washington. If they play Washington again in the Pac-12 championship game, I like Oregon in the rematch. Oregon was just the far more superiorly more talented football team than what Utah was. And we know that Utah has been dealing with a lot of injuries. The quarterback, Cam Rising, their star QB, isn't going to be able to play this game. Their defense has a lot of injuries up front. And Utah, to their credit, with how good of a head coach Kyle Whittingham has, they've been able to overcome that. But eventually, you're going to run into a team that you just not having enough firepower and you trying to outcoach your way to a win just wasn't going to work. Anytime you have a team like Oregon that has a great quarterback led by a pretty good defense, and your offense has to revert to trickery to try to find ways to move the ball downfield, you're not going to be able to hang around a team that has a lead offense with a below average offense. I'm sorry. Yeah, they say defense wins championships, but offense has to be able to score points. And Utah couldn't do that. The Pig Farmer, Bryson Barnes, he came back to reality. Obviously, he had a great performance last week against USC, but USC's defense is poverty. They damn near lost the cow. Bryson Barnes had some really bad interceptions in this game. He just didn't look like the same quarterback that we saw in Utah's win over USC. And I don't think too many people expected for Utah to win this game, although they were playing at home. When you got an average to below average offense, and you don't really have great quarterback play, you can be able to hang around having a great defense. But even then, Utah's defense couldn't hold Oregon's offense. Bo Nix and company were going up and down the field on the Utes defense. And Utah has the best defense in the Pac-12. But when you got a bad offense that can't sustain drives and your defense has to continue to come on the field for more plays than what they should be on the field for, your defense is going to get tired out fast and you're going to give up a lot of points. And Oregon, their first couple of drives, they came out the gate swinging. I like Utah a lot. I still think that this is a very good football team, but when you play a team like Oregon, you got to have more than just trick plays up your sleeve to find ways to move the football. They had a really great play on special teams where it looked like the guy was going to bring it out and then he tossed it back to the other guy on the other side and it gave them pretty good field position. But even though they got pretty good field position because of that play, it didn't matter because the offense couldn't do anything with it. Utah's best drive in this game was their final possession before halftime, where they were able to put 3 points on the board and make it 6 to whatever it was. Oregon kind of took their foot off the pedal in the second half. I guess they didn't want to have to deal with any potential unnecessary injuries. Bucky Irving is one of my favorite running backs in the country. If he's eligible for the 2024 NFL draft, he's easily going to be my number one ranked running back. He has great vision, great contact balance. And Bo Nix, right now, I think he currently is leading the race for the Heisman Trophy. I don't care about what J.J. McCarthy is doing against nobodies. Bo Nix has been the most consistent quarterback in college football ever since he first arrived on campus at Eugene, Oregon. Oregon made the statement in their win over Utah that not only are they the best team in the Pac-12 currently, with the way Washington has been struggling with their previous opponents, but they are one of the 5 best teams in the nation. And I definitely think Oregon has a great chance to win it all.